welcome, wrestling fans. We are live from the Orange Bowl in beautiful Miami, Florida. Tony Schiavone along with Stu Mayhem. Happy Independence Day. This is the Great American Bash. All right, welcome everybody here live, Miami, Florida. We kick it off. Our opening contest is going to be a big one. The total package, Lex Luger, representing the Four Horsemen, will be going one-on-one with Ronnie Garvin. We know what's going on there. Ronnie Garvin just a few weeks ago getting into an altercation with the world champion, the leader of the Four Horsemen, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Garvin knocked him out. And while Ronnie Garvin is going to have a date with Destiny, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, later on during this event, the Great American Bash. Tonight, he's got his hands full with the total package, Lex Luger, who is looking to settle the debt. Man, so much action coming your way tonight. The Rock and Roll Express will be defending the Tag Team Championship here tonight. We're going to see the Nature Boy Ric Flair with the world title on the line. Stu, have you ever seen this much absolute talent, top to bottom?
Oh, I'll tell you right now, the Great American Bash is always a great time to be around. And to your point, we do indeed see so much talent here right now. The Orange Bowl here in Miami, Florida, the only place big enough to house this special 4th of July edition of the NWA and the Great American Bash. And I'll tell you, the fans here are loving it.
Indeed, we are just getting started, fans. It's going to be a 4th of July to remember, that's for sure. And it wouldn't be Independence Day, it wouldn't be the country's birthday if it weren't for the United States and Sergeant Slaughter. Slaughter will be defending that United States title right here tonight.
Yeah, that's going to be the big boot camp match with him and Nikita Koloff. I'm looking forward to that one very much.
All right, fans, here comes the bell and action underway. Oh, Ronnie Garvin wasting no time with a slam on Luger.
Garvin taunting Luger to get back up, and he does, and down goes the total package.
Well, Ronnie Garvin continuing where he left off with Ric Flair, sending that loud signal as he hammers away. Now Luger battling back.
Well, Big D lifts, straightened him up right there, but didn't put him down. Garvin hands a stone out to the apron. Now Luger going to bring him back in the hard way, it looks like.
Oh, and Ronnie Garvin feeling that one. Gorgeous day here in Miami, Florida for this event, the Great American Bash. Nice move by Ronnie Garvin with that trip. Getting Luger off his feet, but now he picks him right back up. What's he going to do with him? Got Luger up. Shoulder breaker.
Oh, that's a devastating maneuver right there, and that'll take a lot out. But Luger's put together so well. If anybody's going to be able to walk away from that one, it'll be the total package.
Garvin going to work with those stiff forearms. Look at him going to work with the rights. Body slam once again by Garvin. They call the hands of stone for a reason. He's got one of the most devastating right hands in the history of ring competition.
Oh, Garvin slips out the back door. Down he comes after Luger. Drop toe hold. Down goes the total package.
Lex Luger has made it clear that he intends on going through the Great American Bash, and during that bash, he expects he is going to take some gold with him into the month of August.
Well, currently, one of two of the horsemen not sporting championship gold, and that could actually be the only one after tonight. Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard later on will be having that big opportunity with the Rock and Roll Express.
Opportunity indeed, and now Ronnie Garvin reverse suplex, and the total package is down. Into the steel ring post. Garvin doing a number on referees outside the ring. This is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Garvin now going for the small package.
Two count only. Ronnie Garvin with a close call right there.
Garvin with a boot to the midsection. Sunset flip. Garvin whips them into the ropes, and Luger ending up on the apron. What's Garvin going to do here? Hands on stone. What's he doing? Oh my goodness! Luger is out. The total package. Lex Luger has been decimated by that one. Well, Garvin busy acknowledging the fans. Better watch out because Luger's acknowledging Garvin.
The total package has got Ronnie Garvin. Tremendous power slam right there. And Garvin, suddenly the tide has turned in this one. And Luger are going to go for the cover. One count all you're going to get.
Luger putting the boots to the hands of stone Ronnie Garvin. And now Garvin plants that knee in the back, and now he is stretching the back of Luger. Luger's in trouble.
Well, the total package manages to power out.
Go behind by Luger. Textbook takedown right there by the total package. He hooks the leg of Ronnie Garvin, gets one, gets two almost, and Garvin still has enough left to kick out of that. Tremendous back elbow right there by Garvin. Oh, we know what this is. Oh, the Garvin stomp as he goes to work on the entire body of Lex Luger. Garvin now. This could be what I think it is. Went for it. No. Luger blocks the big right hand, and it's a good thing. Went for the scoop slam on Garvin, who manages to find a way out. Boy, this match was almost over right there, I can tell you that.
Once again, hands of stone, Ron Garvin in trouble. And Luger getting the upper hand right now as he administers some of the punishment to Ronnie Garvin.
You know, Luger doesn't necessarily have to even win this match. This is all about retribution for what happened with Ron Garvin and Ric Flair. Flair knows he's going to have to defend the world title against Ronnie Garvin during the Great American Bash. And if Luger can just soften him up. Tremendous move by Garvin for the top rope. That knife edge chop now goes the total package. Luger caught him with a DDT.
Hooking the leg, we might have a winner.
Garvin again finds a way to survive. Now as this match draws on, you do have to think to yourself that maybe some damage being done that will linger on throughout the Great American Bash, and maybe indeed that Ron Garvin will be an easier target for the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Well, there's a lot of things to consider with that, though. Number one is that Ric Flair may or may not be the NWA champion by the time Garvin's match comes up, because he's not till the last week of the Great American Bash.
Well, that's a very good point. Not to mention the fact that the Nature Boy himself has every bit as much a grueling schedule as Ronnie Garvin, and probably more than anybody here in the NWA.
Well, that's part of the reality.
Oh, and he got him!
Well, that's a big surprise right there.
The total package gets the win. Well, here, looking back at opportunities, that sunset flip that Ronnie Garvin couldn't hang on for the pinfall. This right here was a tie-changing maneuver, but there you see Luger later on getting some retribution. Well, I've got to tell you right now, a little bit surprised, but Ron Garvin was defeated right here by the total package, Lex Luger. And suddenly the claim of the total package that he is going to be getting some gold here in the Great American Bash seems to take on a whole new light after that one. Fans, stay with us. We've got more action coming your way. All right, we are back here live from Miami, Florida, the Great American Bash. And it is time for our first title match of the evening. Here come the challengers. They are also members of the Horsemen. We saw Lex Luger victorious in the opening contest. This is Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. Anderson, of course, the television champion.
Well, I'll tell you right now, going up against the Rock and Roll Express, the Horsemen with a very long, rich history, and it's going to always be a battle to remember when the four of these guys get in the ring.
Well, I'd agree with that 100%, and I've been at a lot of their matches, and I can tell you firsthand, no holding back when these guys get in the ring together. They are the challengers, but very capable of being the tag team champions at the end of the night. This place about to explode, ladies and gentlemen. Here they are, Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express.
One of the most popular teams in the history of wrestling. Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. They are the NWA's tag team champions, and they plan to stay that way.
Well, that may be easier said than done, unfortunately, because they're going up against two of the best. Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, not just by being members of the Four Horsemen, but they've been a tag team very long time as well. They know each other's inside out. And more importantly, they are very familiar with the Rock and Roll Express.
As are the Rock and Roll Express familiar with them.
Well, that is true. There it is. One of the greatest tag team titles ever, the NWA Tag Team Championship. Once again, the challengers, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. The enforcer, and they call him that with good reason. Rock and Roll, they are very familiar. It's going to be very interesting to see how this one plays out.
I'll tell you right now, the Rock and Roll Express have gone up against the best of the best. They've won some, lost some, but they've won a lot more than they've lost, I'll say that, and that's why they have been such successful tag team champions over the years.
All right, live from Miami, Florida, bell sounds, action's underway. It'll be Tully Blanchard and Ricky Morton started off in the middle of the ring. Blanchard with that backbreaker to start things. Look at this. Tully Blanchard stretching Ricky Morton out. He's got that arm exposed, and he stomps right on the joint. Morton with that nice arm drag takes him all the way over. You're going to see a lot more speed, quickness, and probably double teaming from the Rock and Roll Express. It'll be a more methodical power maneuvering, I believe, by Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. By contrast, they want to slow it down. Rock and Roll Express are going to want to speed things up.
Well, I would agree with that, and then we're going to have to just wait and see who's successful. But right there, another nice move by Tully Blanchard. We've already seen the quick tag by the Rock and Roll Express, however.
And that may be the deciding factor at the end of the day for this match. Oh, DDT! Nicely done by Tully Blanchard. Tag made now to Arn Anderson, who got caught. Northern Lights suplex by Robert Gibson. 4th of July, ladies and gentlemen. We've already had 4 stops for the Great American Bash Tour. We've been to Atlanta, Georgia, Baltimore, Maryland, Orlando, Florida, and now here we are in Miami. The Nature Boy Ric Flair is on hand, of course, to defend the title later tonight. He's already been successful. He's had his match with Bruce and Brody, victorious in what was an absolute barn-burner. I'll tell you what, that was a great match. I had the pleasure of watching that one. The Eddie Graham Sports Stadium. What an absolute magical night that was. And now Gibson sent all the way out to the floor, but Ricky Morton, a legal man. I don't think Arn Anderson realized it. Well, meantime, it is Tully Blanchard and Robert Gibson going out on the floor, while Ricky Morton going up to the top rope. Gibson waiting on Anderson, who's now up. He caught him with a Hurricane Rana, but he couldn't hold on to the ankles. I thought he might go for a pin out of that. Driving the elbows down into the point of the head. And now, words with James J. Dillon by Ricky Morton, who better focus on the in-ring. Nice move by Ricky Morton. He might have actually baited him in with that one, because as soon as Anderson went to take Ricky Morton up, he flipped right out of it, turns it inside out on him. Stiff punt right there by Morton to the ribs. The Rock and Roll Express will have just as busy a schedule as anybody else here in the NWA. They are going to be defending those tag team titles a lot. They've got right now Anderson and Tully Blanchard, the Horsemen, but they also have matches signed with the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors. The Powers of Pain will also be on the calendar. The Powers of Pain are absolutely devastating team, as well as the Road Warriors. But I'll tell you the one that I'm now interested in seeing. This varsity club that Kevin Sullivan has brought back here to the NWA. Members of that club are going to want to get in the ring with the tag team champions. And when they do, I wonder who it'll be, and I wonder if they'll be successful. All right, meantime, double team on Ricky Morton. The steel chair is in the ring. Blanchard lost it out. He just got suplexed on it by Ricky Morton. Well, it backfired on James J. Dillon. That chair ended up getting used against his own man. Rock and Roll Express doing really well in this one up until now. Morton just got clotheslined into the corner, and he is snapped hard to the canvas. Referee is out of position, but now he's back. And a 2 count, all he's going to get. Down across the arm, Tully Blanchard. Dropping the elbow on Ricky Morton. Morton and Robert Gibson have been through so many territories, settling on the NWA, but they have really faced just about every style there is to face in tag team wrestling. Tully Blanchard dropping Ricky Morton on his head. And once again, he is in the wrong corner. There's the double team. Now, we said early on that this could be a deciding factor. Which of these teams able to get the 2-on-1 advantage the most? They continue working the arm, as you see again. Arn Anderson slamming Ricky Morton down across that arm. They have singled that body part out for a while. Robert Gibson had to make the save that time, or it might have been over. Gibson doesn't seem to like what he's seeing right now. Ricky Morton looking like he's had enough. Well, one thing about Ricky Morton, once he gets his second win, we know he is capable of coming back just as strong as the beginning of the match. Belly to back suplex, nicely executed, and now Ricky Morton playing to the crowd. Oh, I think maybe he should be making a tag to his partner while he was right there, but
Again, being distracted by James J. Dillon is Ricky Morton.
Anderson goes up this time. It will not be reversed, and Ricky Morton is in trouble. Tully Blanchard in the ring. Say May by Robert Gibson, or this one was over.
Yeah, Ricky Morton is in really bad shape right now. He is taking a beating, and not making that tag earlier was proving to be the problem.
Yeah, look at this. The Horsemen really doing a great job of cutting it off. Continuing to go to work on the right arm and shoulder of Ricky Morton. Another atomic knee drop, and now what's going to happen here? Tully Blanchard waiting. Blanchard's got him. Pile driver.
Oh, that might be it. We might have new tag team champions right here.
Oh, Ricky Morton managed to get his shoulder off the mat. I thought it was over.
Oh, I think everybody expected it to be over that time, but somehow Ricky Morton does survive.
That was a devastating pile driver, but Ricky Morton, look at this, now going to work on the left knee. And if the Rock and Roll Express find a way to survive somehow, whoever's next in line is going to have a challenge. Tully Blanchard at his feet on the ropes. Robert Gibson having nothing to do with it.